Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am VK72 and we are back with the VK72 part 2. So last week I did a review on this tank. It is a new tech tree, German tier 10, and it come with two other new tanks. But since I made that video, I have already got a few decent replays, and to be honest, in the video I've done, it was a sort of quick review to get the video done and to get the video released as soon as possible. But now we have the decent battles. We have some really good replays. We've got 4 battles for you today. One is myself. Usually in replays like this, we do the first replay, which is usually like the worst out of the 4, and the last replay, which is pretty much the best. So I'm not saying mine's the best, but today I've decided to put mine last, and this is in the first replay is M. Taylor. So already he's done 2.4k damage, having a pretty solid battle. Hasn't lost any HP as of yet. They've caught 2 bases, and they are pincering E100 and an IS-8 in this corner. Although there is a Death Star at the back, so they do need to be careful of him. And you can see M. Taylor, he's trying to climb a rock. I'm not sure why. I think he's trying to bait the shot. He's trying to get the angle. And there's the Death Star. He gets a nice shot into the Death Star, but he does take a shot in return from the E100. So already the enemy have got 3 tanks down. There's only 1 tank down for M. Taylor's team. And the IS-8 is now going to... Oh, I thought he was going to make a stupid mistake and poke out. But he did think twice about it, and he poked back, unlike the E100. Silly mistake, although he did get a shot into... M. Taylor got one back into him, putting him down to a 1 shot. And I do apologise again for that noise in the background. It's been a while since Kieran has featured, so I thought I would... well, this is the only time I can pretty much get this video done. So you might hear a bit of noise in the background. Now the IS-8, now he'd make the silly error deciding to try and push M. Taylor. So he does get a shot into M. Taylor, and now M. Taylor low rolls. Well, he doesn't really average rolls, but he leaves him on 30 HP or 36 HP, and he gets a nice bounce. The WZ11 version 1.4 takes him out. Now he's going to take out the E100, and luckily his teammate takes out the Death Star before he can get behind him. So not a bad battle for M. Taylor. 6.1k damage. He makes 25,000 credits. 3.2k or 3.3k also for his platoon mate. So 9,000 damage in the platoon. Not bad at all. So next up we have the next 2 replays. We have this guy here. It is Trippin, and he has 2 great battles. So first battle, the enemy has got 3 mediums. He's got 2 mediums on his team, and he pushes the middle, and he already spots a tank to the left, which is the VK. We've got the AMX 50B in front, and then we have the AMX prototype to the right, and pretty much all the team are getting spotted. And he gets a nice side shot into that VK. Silly mistake from that VK, who decides to start crossing, and he gets a nasty shot into him. So that is already nearly half of his hit points, and now he's going to decide to push. Trippin can get a nice side shot into him. He does use the heat, but he probably could have used the AP, but the VK was facing him, and he didn't really have time to switch ammo types to get the shot, and the VK is now gone. He didn't last very long. Trippin, I don't think, is aware that he died, as you can see him aiming. And now we have the IS-8, and he gets a lovely shot into that IS-8. Now, I don't know how that went in, bit of RNGesus, but it was a nice shot. So the enemy T62 is now gone, so that's 1 heavy. and 1 medium already gone. But the IS-8 now takes out the green VK. AMX 30 1ER up there, and luckily he gets away with that. Trippin now gets a few shots into him from the AMX 50B. The AMX 50B starts pushing him, and if he's not careful, the AMX 50B can actually, well, could have actually clipped him out, and he gets a lovely 1110 alpha into the side of that AMX 50B. So now that AMX 50B is potentially a 1 high roll shot. He's just about to reload. He's got the HE loaded, decides to change ammo, and he takes him out anyway. So already there is now only 3 tanks remaining. Again, I'm sorry for that noise in the background. My son's just turning off the TV. Kieran? Yeah. So 4 on 3 now. AMX 31 he gets a nice shot into him just before he goes out of sight. So now it shouldn't be too much. There's still a Death Star on the enemy team, so they do need to be careful, because he is a 1-shot to that Death Star, and you do not want to be shot by him. He gets a nice shot again in that AMX prototype, and the green AMX prototype is now going to push him. He is full health, but there is a Death Star, and if you just watch his HP, he is going to get deleted. Silly mistake from that, and Trippin he knows exactly where that Death Star is. He's not going to make the mistake that AMX did. The E4 now takes out the FV4202, leaving just the AMX and the Death Star. So he's going to leave the E4 to the AMX, and he's going to try and hunt down the Death Star. We all know where the Death Star is. Yep, we all know where the Death Star is. So he is going to hide. He got the shot, and unfortunately he misses that shot. So he's got away with it for now. And he's just going to wait. The AMX 30 is rushing around, so he's going to wait. We're not now sure if the Death Star is still in the position he's sitting, but he's going to sit in this corner. He's going to aim at the AMX, and just as he gets around, he takes him out. So it is now just Trippin and the E4 against this Death Star, and the Death Star has not been spotted pretty much all battle, but he has got a few shots in, and just as he comes around the corner, he gets a lucky bounce. The Death Star is full HP, so he gets a nice shot into him, and now all he can do is pray for RNG. He's pushing into him, face hugging him as much as he can. Is he going to reload before him? Should do. He gets a nice shot, puts him on fire, and he gets another bounce. So that is pretty much it. The E4 is going to come in now, and he's going to take the kill for his 4th kill. So not a bad battle. So Trippin bounced 2,570 damage there, and he's got himself 6.6k, and he makes 33,000 credits, 1,451 XP. So not a bad battle from Trippin. Very, very good battle. Now, when this tank first came out, when I pretty much did my review, on the day it came out, you only needed around 1,100 or 1,200 XP to ace this thing. Now, you're lucky to get an ace on 1,400. Now, I love this tank. I think it's a great tank with an E100 gun. I like the E100. And the armor on this is very, very troll. Very troll. Got the back chat now. Now, that back chat is going to cause some problems. You can see he's got the AP loaded. He wants the guaranteed pen, but now the Type 61 comes around, and he gets just under 700 damage into him. Now, the Tortoise is in a pretty bad position, considering he's not really got any backup as such. He has got Trippin, but there's only so much Trippin can do when there is 3 tanks all in front of him. So he's got the Yag Tiger. He's already bounced a couple of shots from the Yag Tiger, and now the back chat is going to take out the Tort. Another bounce from the Yag Tiger there. So the Yag Tiger is not having a great battle, and he gets a lovely shot into that back chat, leaving him on 54 HP. But even though he's only on 54 HP, Batchat is still dangerous even when he's very low hit points, and he's not dangerous because he is doing damage as such. He's dangerous just because he's there, and you'll see in a minute what I mean. So already the enemy have taken out 3 of Trippin's team, so it's 4 against 7, so they've got a lot of work to do. And you can see the Batchat now takes 1 shot and he goes hiding, and there's nothing Trippin can do when a Batchat is that far away hiding behind a building. Luckily the Type 61 comes up that direction and he can take him out, so it is now 4 against 6. You can see again the Batchat knows Trippin is on a reload. He gets 1 shot into him, and again he's just taking the attention. So in the meantime the enemy VK has taken out the green Jagdtiger, so it is 3 against 6. Still a lot of work to do, however the Death Star is now gone. So Trippin decides to do a blind shot into the corner, hoping the Batchat will be there, and now he decides to start backing up. And this is what I mean about the Batchat being a little shit. He's causing problems even though he's not really doing much, but he's taking the attention of Trippin, and if Trippin turns around, then the Batchat's just going to come behind him. So good play from the Batchat, but the E75 has come around, so Trippin decides to back up and get a couple of shots. And here we have the Batchat again. The little shit is coming to try and cause problems, because now he's got an E75 behind and the Batchat in front. So he focuses the E75, takes out the E75, and now they have made it 3 on 3. And there is a Batchat that is just very low hit points. So they've done really good as a team. So they've done really, really good to bring this back as a team. But there's still a Batchat being very annoying. And here he is. He makes the error and he gets a lovely shot into him. But now he can turn around without any problems from that Batchat, and he can go and help his team. However, the E100 is now dead. There is an IS-7 and an IS-7. So the IS-7 on the red is pretty much full hit points, and he needs to get a shot in, and he fluffs it. He shoots under the tank. Now, how many times have we all done that? We fully aim in and we shoot under the tank. But now the Jagdtiger comes in. Now, that is a big error from the Jagdtiger. He decides, instead of shooting the rear of an IS-7, he turns and tries to shoot the VK, and it does not pay off. They could have killed this IS-7, which would have now then left 2 tanks on this VK, and the VK has a long reload. So I think that was a game-changing decision from that Jagdtiger. He messed up pretty bad, in my opinion, because now it's 2 tanks on 1 instead of the other way around, 2 tanks on 1. But they managed to take him out again. 2,200 blocked damage from Trippin, and he gets himself just over 6,100 damage. 5 kills, 29,000 credits. Yes, Kieran. And a very good battle. 1,532 XP. So great battle from Trippin. Thank you very much for sending me that them replays. And now we have myself. Now, this battle was a good battle. It's not as much damage as the rest of them, but it's a kind of map that this tank is very good in. So it hasn't got great gun depression, but it's got enough. And especially when you have a map like Mines, where it's completely dominant on this hill, and if you can take the hill, you can control the battle. And this is where the majority of the games happen. It all happens on this hill. So when there is like 7 tanks or 6 tanks on each team that pushes this hill, it becomes a really good brawl. And this is why I like this map. You just don't know who's going to win. You've got a camping spot on each side for the TDs. You can have a medium or even a TD flank over the island to get some side shots. And then, just like we're seeing now, we can have a couple of brave tanks that decide to flank around, but it doesn't go in their favour. They do take out one tank, but we do get a shot into the side of that ST. We get a bounce from the Object 140, but the ST does penetrate us. But there is a Death Star up there, so the guys does not want to push, and that was a bad shot for the ST on me, but the Death Star managed to take him out. So it's now one tank down against two. The Object is about to go down as well, so I'm going to leave him to it. There's no point me focusing. The T-57 takes him out, and now again we can focus on the hill. So it is now 6 against 4. We blocked 670 damage. We get a nice shot onto the side of the VK, of the side of the turret. The Chieftain now takes out our Leopard 1. Now we have got the hill. We're dominating the hill. We've got a medium up the hill. And that is vital. You need that medium up the hill, even if he does not do any damage. It's pretty hard to do damage when you've got a TD sitting at the back and you've got the rest of the team pushing the hill. But you can take the attention of the tanks, and that is what our medium tank is doing. Now you can see I'm trying to poke up. We do get a nice bounce from the VK. IS-7 misses, so we're going to poke up and we're going to try and get a shot in, but the IS-7 is in a good position and we can only shoot heat, but it does bounce anyway. Worth a try. Our T-62A has now just pretty much fluffed it. He had the hill. There was no reason for him to push that, but luckily now the VK makes the error in coming out sideways, which makes now him a one shot. So it is now 4 against 3, but we've got an IS-7 up there that is a one shot, so he's pretty much out the game. But again, this is what I mean about dominating the hill. That IS-7 on the Reds wants him, which means he's going to poke up and he's going to make the error in exposing himself, which allows me to get a shot into the side of him. So the Death Star, you got the Chieftain up there, the Death Star is now dead. Chieftain pushes, we get a bounce and we get a nice shot into the lower plate, now leaving him on a one shot. So now that is another tank that needs to be careful. So he can't really push the IS-7 because he's also a one shot, but again this IS-7 has now decided to start backing up. We've got one tank on the island. The Death Star is on the island, so he's going to start, I think he's going to start making his way round because he's got no shots, which is a good move from the Death Star. As soon as he's got no shot, he starts making his way around the island to try and get the shot. Now the Chieftain pokes out and he makes that error. He makes that error trying to get some damage, but he paid for it and we managed to clear him. Now we are pretty healthy as within hit points, so now we are going to start pushing. We do get a shot from the IS-7 but it doesn't matter. He's now on a reload, which means we can get a shot into him. We can back up and we can try and use this tank as protection, but it doesn't really work. Our IS-7 now takes out the VK. The enemy IS-7 shoots me. He's now on a reload, so we can now poke forward and we can get the final shot into him with our second kill. And we do get a lucky bounce at the end there. However, 1,500 block damage, 6,000 damage done, and that was not a bad battle. So that is it, guys. VK, yet again, very nice battle. So for now, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.